Coding University, training humans to train themselves. Out in the world training. Uh, One of the things we want to do is to get you to, when you see any written material, to start to think of it as code as your first response. Right now, it's probably a verbal response. You probably try to say it and figure out how to, or you look at it, try to figure out how to say it to yourself, and start the verbal process to try to figure out what it means. And what we want to start you to do is to just look at it as code and give you some directions as we go through these weeks on what to do with that code. And to start with, though, very simple. The first one time that you'll be looking at the code is that you'll be seeing the code and just deciding if the code belongs at the beginning, the middle, and the end of the alphabet. And what you'll notice too as you look at the codes, that you'll also sort of way back there have that sense that you know what the word means, but you're going to really want to say it. But don't worry about what it means. Just remember, you're just sorting it to the beginning, the middle, and end of the alphabet. Um, that meaning, it will come to you and stick with you, and it'll be satisfying later on, but maybe not right yet. So as you drive down the road, be a little careful. This does take a conscious effort, so I don't want you being distracted when in dangerous, when there's a lot of traffic, when intersections and things of this nature. So please be careful. It is okay after you sort of get used to it and find a safe stretch of road where it is safe to practice it. Go for it, okay? But don't get distracted. Always be safe first. The second thing is be sure to set it up that you're with the intention that you're going to do that for the day. In other words, set up when you're going to do it, how, what during doing what, etc., etc., and then check to see if you do. Okay. Alrighty. Anyway, the whole goal is to get you so that your first look at written material is it looks at it as code, and you say, wow, there's a lot of code out here. And I'm a person that reads code, so it becomes part of your identity, that understands it and bycodes it and quickly puts it all together, and that's where we're going to. Okay, so this is just to start you out for the week. So for this week, bycoding out in the world training is to look at the codes and to decide if they go to the beginning, middle, or end of the alphabet. After that, you can tell yourself you're going to read it or whatever, but because you can still do that, and that's a fine skill to still have, but not as your first response. Okay, Pat Connor, Bycoding University, training humans to train themselves.